Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Celebrating 10 years of award-winning car talk, it's the In Wheel Time car show. Just ahead, we talk with the big cheese at the Space City Corvette Club. We got the car clinic. We got this week's automotive news headlines. Howdy. Along with Jeff Zekin, Konrad DeLong, and Don Armstrong.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's not right.
That's old Mike Mars over there.
Right.
I know.
Hey,
Mike. Mike Mars.
Yeah, yeah, not as old as he is.
Mike was telling us stories earlier that just amazed me. They amazed me.
Amazed he could remember them.
There is that. Oh my gosh.
Thank you for the stories, Mike. They were great.
So we are going to talk car clubs.
And Becky, is that really true?
Oh.
Now you're trying to start something.
Yeah, he is.
It's too late.
She's not listening anyway. She doesn't care.
I haven't seen her online yet.
No, she's not there. She's trying to ignore him like she has for the past, 40 years?
She's out shopping. She's out at the mall.
No, she's not. By the way, before we get to our car club guy, I saw a video this week. Absolutely hysterical. And I did not remember or know that this happened. When a actual fan stole the pace car at Talladega in 1986 and drove it around the track, and the cops had to put up a roadblock to stop him on the racetrack.
It was a Firebird, if I remember.
A red Firebird. There it is right there. Yeah, when you mentioned that this is the weekend for Talladega, all I could think of was 1986.
I sent that to you.
How funny was that?
Yeah, did you send? Yeah, that's right. What a great video.
What a great advertisement for Firebird, too, because, man, they zoomed in on the car as the guy was driving. Pontiac couldn't pay for that kind of thing.
Stole the pace car.
Well, there's other parts of the story, too. There's a failure of power, and people were running around chickens with their heads cut off, and the guy stole the car. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is Talladega.
It is Talladega.
Going to Dega.
Going to Dega.
Yep, I've been there several times. And I will tell you that it is one of those experiences that if you are a race car fan, you really need to experience that at least once in your lifetime.
And sometimes only once.
In the infield?
I guess, but I would go back if I lived closer, I'd go there.
I heard the traffic in and out is just horrendous.
Actually, it's not too bad because it's 4 or 6 lanes in to the racetrack.
Now.
Well, it was when I went back in the
20s.
Let me think. When did I go?
What year did it open?
Oh, I didn't go that early. It's kind of a mirror. Actually, it has more banking than Daytona.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's a 2.5 mile, actually 2.38 mile or whatever it is. It's a big place. But parking is in the grass.
Yeah.
So you hope that it doesn't rain.
Yeah, they say if you're standing at the base of turn 1, it's like 3.5 stories to the top of turn 1.
You can't walk up there.
Yeah.
There's no way to walk up there.
That's why they go 200 and plus miles an hour.
Yeah, exactly. And it is truly something to see. And I know, never forget, the first time that I went there, I sat in turn 4. The dog is having a dream.
Yeah, she's dreaming.
She's dreaming. Can you hear her down there?
Yeah. Yeah, she's dreaming of
Kolaches.
Kolaches. That's exactly right. Yeah, the first time I went there, so I sat coming out of turn 4, going into the dog leg out there. And it was truly amazing because the cars, before they went with the carburetor restriction plates, they were going well over 200 miles an hour going past you. And when you sit
212 or something.
When you sit that close to a racetrack, and you can see the cars coming around, going around the corner, coming at you, but when they get to a certain point, they're going so fast, your eyes cannot keep up with it and keep it all in focus. They're going that fast. And it was an experience that I've never experienced since, but it's only there, and you have to sit kind of close. And I was in the middle of coming out of turn 4.
Wow.
And
They were hauling.
you can't keep up.
They were hauling donkey.
It's too fast.
Yeah.
And I look back on that accident that Donnie Allison had
Oh, gosh. That was
Bobby Allison had.
88, 89.
Yes.
He was driving that Miller Life.
Right, and he was going close to 200 miles an hour, and the car went airborne and into that fence. And I cannot even imagine being there to see that happen, because 200 miles an hour upside down into the fence.
Wasn't it after that they put restrictor plates on?
Correct.
Because Elliott went 212.8 in 1987. Allison's wreck was 88, so I would imagine restrictor plates were shortly after that, trying to slow everybody down.
My dog is having some deep dreams right now.
Deep dreams.
Yeah, and she clearly into a barking mode, so that's why you hear this chirping in the background. She's down there, and
Well, let's get to our guests.
okay, let's do that.
Just explain to them, if you hear barking in the back, it's not Dawn.
Not this time. Not this time. So AJ Loopy's with the Space City Corvette Club. AJ, and you got a guest there with you.
Guest with a guest.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
who's
this is our president, Nick Deutsch.
Nick?
Hello, gentlemen.
Hi, how you doing? Nick, and AJ. Boy, you sound like race car drivers.
There you go. There you go.
Well, so where are we speaking to you from? There's a nice echo in there. Is this somebody's garage?
It's Garage Ultimate. It's a big garage. It's a garage condo facility.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah.
Well,
So tell
Down
us,
here in Friendswood.
tell us about Space Center or Space City
City.
Corvettes.
Space City Corvette Club is our club. AJ, you want to tell them some of the history of the club?
Well, we've been around since 2007. We are primarily down here in the south end of town. There are 5 Corvette clubs here in Houston, but we have approximately 150 members.
wow.
Oh, wow.
We do 2 car shows a year. Our spring car show is the Corvettes and Crawfish Car Show, benefits St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Then we have our 9th annual Good Rubbing Gears Fall Car Show, which is an open class car show with over 42 judge classes. That's coming up next weekend, and that benefits Mr. Miller with Texas EquiSearch. And that's also, both shows are done here at Stevenson's Park in Friendswood.
Okay. Well, that's good. And what are the entry fees?
It's $35 pre-registration. The pre-registration is open until October 7th, Thursday, I think at midnight. And then it's 40 day of. But you can go on our website, spacecitycorvetteclub.com, to pre-register. First 100 entries gets a dash black goodie bag.
Uh-oh.
And keep in mind that all that goes to benefit Mr. Miller with Texas EquiSearch, and that's if you go to spacecitycorvetteclub.com.
I'm putting it on our
down to
Facebook
the bottom
page.
of the page in the middle, and it's red. It says "Click here to register."
Very nice.
Yeah.
And this is the open show, you said?
Yes, sir. Open show.
Okay.
Mustangs, Camaros, Corvettes, Jeeps, trucks, motorcycles, dune buggies, you name it.
Wow.
There's over 42 judge classes.
Well, back in the turn of the century, that would be the last century, back in 1900 when I was in Corvette clubs. Just teasing.
Weren't you part of a founding
Yes,
member of one?
I was. And I can tell you that it's a lot of work to put on, especially a judged car show. And I commend you on your efforts. So what is it going to take, all 150 members to put this on?
That's right. That's right.
Takes a village of people.
Well,
to pull it out.
I know. I mean, I've been there, done that. It is a lot of work. Everybody thinks, just register and bring your sheet of paper and your
Post it,
money
yep.
and you take a place over there. No, it's not that simple. So are you going to have food and beverages out there?
Yes, sir. We have 4 food trucks, including outriggers, fish tacos, Jack's Burgers, K Concessions, the Pink Taco food truck, and we have a lady that's going to be there. She serves ice cream, cake balls, and some sweets. We've also have a kettle corn lady that does the ribbon cut fries. We have vendors. Stevenson's Park has lots of shade, plenty of restroom facilities. It's like a family picnic vibe kind of feel to it. It's really just a nice venue. We're blessed to be able to have our car shows at Stevenson's Park here in Friendswood. It's supposed to be great weather.
Where is it in Friendswood? How do I get
it's
there
right-
from 45?
If you go 45 south and you exit 2351, take the Friendswood exit, you can turn right, come down to 518, or it's also South Friendswood Drive. You turn left, and it's going to be down on the right about a mile and a half. It's 1100 South Friendswood Drive, or 1109 South Friendswood Drive. Is right next to the old fire station there on Friendswood Drive.
That's down there close to where Ainsley lives.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it seems like you guys have a theme behind your car shows, food. Whether it's good grub or crawfish, you guys like that association
I like that. I like that in
eating
a car
and
show.
showing a car.
Why not?
Yeah, we've run
we
across.
do like that. We think it's a good pairing.
Yeah, we've run across the pink taco truck before. Awesome food.
Yeah. I have to tell you that when is the show?
Next weekend.
It's this coming weekend. It's a week from today, October 9th. Show starts at 8:30, ends at 3. Awards are at 3.
So, okay. So is the 9th, is that Sunday?
No.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Saturday.
I've posted your registration page on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I mean, I'll try to make it down there. I'd really like to see it. And I'd like to see the Corvettes. I have a 2001 Corvette, and not that it's not show worthy. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, it could be in a matter of just a car wash.
No, it's not. But at any rate, thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, it is a nice car. I like
But
it.
I have to tell you that I'm interested to see how many entries do you have so far?
The last count, we had 60 pre-registers, which is down a little bit from years past. But the most we've ever had at that car show was 157. So we're looking to break the Stevenson's Park record of 189.
Oh.
So if everybody kind of gets behind it, we have nice trophies, nice T-shirts. You couldn't ask for a better venue, park setting.
So
And it goes to a great cause, Mr. Tim Miller with Texas Equisearch.
So if I come down there, I'd be getting down there about 12:30 or so. I don't want to be waved on to the show grounds. Is a place for me to park?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can park among
Yeah,
the
we have
unwashed.
people that are there to greet you, and by that point we'll have it where you can't come in. No offense, it'll be cut off, but it'll be ample parking. And there's friends with police officers out there helping direct traffic as well.
Yeah. Well, when they see me, they'll go, "Nah, you're out, bud.
Yeah.
Don't even come in
Well,
here."
You're the reason we put this
I'll make
roadblock up.
I'll make sure that you get past security. How about that?
All right. Well, I appreciate that.
You may regret that.
Yeah, exactly. You will regret
Come
that.
with us, young man.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. So I assume that you'll have all makes and models there from all years.
Yes, sir. All makes and models. Like I said, we have everything from Jeeps, trucks, motorcycles, Camaros, Mustangs, Pontiacs,
Oldsmobiles.
and Corvettes. Corvette heavy presence, but we like seeing the classics as well.
Very nice. So you guys obviously have Corvettes of your own. Let me guess. So we have one of you has a C8 and the other has a C7.
Close. I've actually got a C1. I've got a 1960. It's a Restomod.
Nice.
You do?
Oh,
do.
man.
Now we're talking.
It's a resto mod. Of course you do. What's it got? Some big blown 427 in it or something?
LS. It's probably got a.
It should have an LS. Right now it's got an LT1 in it.
Okay.
I
One
could
day
live with
it'll have
that.
an LS.
Yeah, I could live with that.
Is it tubbed out?
What's that?
Is it tubbed out?
No.
Oh, okay. So it's driver.
So AJ, what about you?
I've got a C3. I've got a C4. I've got a C6. I've got Lincoln Mark III. I've got a 72 Pontiac Le Mans Sport GT convertible.
Very nice.
So I'm a car guy, not just a Corvette guy.
Welcome to our show.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm hoping that you're going to show, if you don't show them in competition, at least show them some of them.
I will. The sad thing is that I'm running around like a chicken with no head that day. So I don't even get the chance to drive my cars in there.
Well, you need us to drive them in.
Yeah, we could
Right,
take
that's a great excuse for you guys to come down. Y'all can drive the cars in for me.
Well, guess what? Our car show starts at 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, so there's a little issue there as far as timing is concerned for us. But maybe
we'll promote you on our social media, though.
So I think that next year what we need to do is we need to join up with you guys, and maybe you guys have us out there and do the show from there.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
We would love that.
Well, that would be fun.
Okay, yeah, it would be. All right. Well, it sounds like a good time to be had by all. Next Saturday, we'll post it on our Facebook page. Good luck to you, and if there's something that comes up that we can do to help you, just let us know.
Great. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you next week.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you. That's it's always good. And you know, I know that when I was heavy duty into the Corvette Club, we always came up with somebody to had benefit of the entry fees because we all volunteered our services to whatever it was that needed to be volunteered. And then we'd go out and, you know, get certain items. Remember one year I somehow, don't ask me how, I acquired a stage. Like a trailer thing, a stage, and I acquired that. I mean, you know, you just go out there and say, hey, man, help us out. I know that you got a trailer and we'd like to use it. Oh, sure, go ahead. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that's all a lot of work. And and there's a lot of legwork in front of the car shows, and you know, if you aren't a participant as far as shows are concerned, at least go out there and support them. Walk around, you know.
Yep.
I can tell you what it means to sit there and, you know, hover over your car so nobody, you know, spills an ice cream cone on it, and then to go up to them and say, hey, man, I really like your car.
Didn't we do that last weekend?
We did kind of do that.
And it was fun.
Yeah, it is.
Who owns this? And then somebody would chime in, or it's not mine, it's hers.
Yeah.
And talk to her about her car.
Yeah, exactly.
It was great.
It is. And these car people all love to talk about their cars.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And shall we just go ahead and spill the beans, Mars, about Autorama?
Sure.
Okay, let's do that. We got time.
Yes.
So we have acquired a car for our booth at. What are you smirking about?
I'm just making sure he's paying attention.
Yeah, because he's not going to bring his car
right.
because he's too cheap to get the damn ignition switch fixed to the car.
No, because I'm going to be in California.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with it. And
Toss
you know
us
it
the
does.
keys. We'll drive it in.
You know that has nothing to do with it. Anyway.
Okay. Anyhow.
So, and Mars leaves.
Yeah.
Because he's got a phone
get somebody
call.
on the
He's
phone.
already heard that information.
So, do you remember the Cadillac pickup truck from last weekend?
Yes.
So we have acquired the Cadillac pickup truck.
Is it Dwayne's?
Dwayne's, the Cadillac pickup truck.
Cool.
With the North Star engine in it.
And the wild orange yellow pearl paint job.
Yep.
Dude, I don't know what it is about that thing, and I'm not a huge pickup truck
Caught your
fan.
fancy.
Oh, I would do that thing in a New York minute. I mean, I could see me in that.
Well, the thing I really think is cool about it is the North Star engine in it.
I do
'cause
too.
That's not the typical engine swap. You know, that truck came with, I'm going to assume, a LT motor, maybe an LS motor. I don't know.
No LS. It was too
what
early
year
for
truck
that.
it was.
2000 maybe.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly
But
what it is.
to put the North Star in it, and then to put the covers on it, that kind of makes it look Hemi-ish. You know, really very, very well done.
I think so too.
Yep.
And Dwayne is such a nice guy and just seemed like a perfect fit. And I have to tell you that it took a little work for us to track him down because, you know, you would think that
You had to go through Woody.
Well, we had to go through Woody, but if somehow or some way, Woody did not have the information that we really needed to be able to get to Dwayne. But somehow, some way, through
Connections, networking.
we got a hold of Dwayne. He said, sure.
Oh, cool.
He was going to show anyway, but you know how that is when you show individually. You're in an individual booth. I said to Mars, I said, let's get him in our booth.
We always have a good spot.
We always have a good spot, and it'll be
Bierman's generally next to us.
Yes, and Bierman's booth is going to be unique this year because he's bringing his drag race car, the one that he's purchased that I haven't even seen yet. It's the Nova. And he's going to have the actual show car. I think he had that in his booth last year, that Wild Thing 34 Ford or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And he's going to have the school bus.
The school bus is cool.
Yeah.
The school bar bus.
The school bar bus. So there's that. So it's going to be a good time to be had by all.
Welcome back.
And that's going to be
Short bus.
and that is going to be at the Autorama. That's Thanksgiving weekend this year. Move-ins on Tuesday, and the show opens on Thanksgiving Day at noon.
It's Thanksgiving weekend every year.
And if you want to see Dwayne's interview with us from Topwater, it's on the podcast.
It is on the podcast.
Yep.
So
he's a cool guy.
Which day?
Which day? What?
On the podcast.
I don't know. I've
Friday.
Friday's
this
podcast.
past Friday's
This
podcast.
past
It's
Friday,
on
yeah.
yesterday's podcast.
And when he was pulling in, what caught my attention was the Cadillac Leaf on the front.
Correct,
And
in the
everybody's
grill.
looking at me. Right. Everybody's looking at me. What is that? What is that?
Which, that used to be a really popular because it's a pretty easy swap to take that sheet metal and get it over there off the Escalade. But he went so much further than just putting a new front end on it.
Well, he bought that at Barrett's. Did he buy a Barrett's or Meekham's?
Meekum.
Meekum.
It was a Meekum buy.
Yeah.
And I was just,
Thanks, John. We know you're still watching.
Yeah.
John?
Who'd we have on about an hour,
From Meekum?
2 hours ago?
Oh, okay. Thought, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Prevagen.
Yeah.
Or lack of.
I'm sorry. But at any rate.
It's late in the day.
So, yes, it is. And 3 hours of thinking.
I'm going to start drinking.
3
Here,
hours
right
of
here.
drinking.
No, I need a chaser of bourbon. This is whiskey.
Here, make that your chaser.
Yeah, really.
Be good to go.
Be a man.
Put it by
Man up.
chaos.
All right. So let's see. We've done that.
Mm-hmm,
Conrad's Car Clinic. Can you do that in about 3 or 4 minutes?
Sure. What are the signs of a blown head gasket? You know,
Leaks.
head gasket, it's a critical job. You know, it seals the combustion chamber pressure and prevents coolant from mixing with the oil and oil from mixing with the coolant and all of that mixing together and causing, to a large degree, a pretty catastrophic engine failure. Head gasket must withstand the strain of two opposing surfaces, metal surfaces, and in some cases it's two aluminum surfaces, it's an aluminum and a steel surface, or it's two steel surfaces. So, they've got to be well designed. One of the indications of a blown head gasket is the engine's going to be overheating. The failure can cause overheating because you have that loss of coolant. Another indication of a blown head gasket could be just the loss of power. The power's down on the engine. You can also have oil contamination from a blown head gasket. So if you're checking your oil and it looks like a chocolate milkshake, a high probability is you have a blown head gasket, because cracking blocks isn't really much of a thing we have to worry about down here like they do up in the Northeast from freezing. And then the fourth indication of a blown head gasket could be white smoke coming out your exhaust system all the time. Now, normally you're going to get a little white smoke coming out your exhaust system when you first start your car, and that's just all the condensation that builds up in the exhaust system that heats up and turns to steam. But
I thought that's when you elect a new pope. You
that's
get the
when
white smoke.
you get the white smoke. You're right. It is the white smoke. So it's too many popes in the pizza. And then, the fifth indication could be coolant or oil leaks. Sometimes the head gasket blows outside of the head, and you get that pressure starts spewing coolant out onto the ground. And then misfires. So now this would be where the head gasket blows into the cylinder, and then it's mixing
Between the cylinders.
or just into a cylinder, and you get that mixing of the coolant and the ignition event, which causes a cylinder misfire. But the best way to prevent a blown head gasket is preventative maintenance. Changing your coolant on a regular basis takes that acidic coolant out and replaces it with fresh, new fortified coolant, which is what you need to do, because sometimes the head gasket or even the intake gasket failure is caused by the coolant becoming so acidic it eats the softest material in the coolant system, and that tends to be the gaskets.
Is there a formula for the mixture of coolant versus water?
It should be 50-50 coolant and distilled water. And by distilled water, I mean go to the store and buy distilled water. Just because it was still in the tap in your hose before you turned your hose on, that's not distilled water. Distilled water means they've removed all the contaminants. Because if you think about washing a car, especially like a black car, when you wash a black car with a hose and you just leave the water on it, you see that white crustiness that happens. Well, you're introducing that white crustiness inside your coolant system if you don't use distilled water. Now, a lot of the coolants out there in the industry will sell you a premix of coolant and distilled water for about $22 a gallon, or you can buy non-premixed for about $22 a gallon and go buy a couple of gallons of distilled water at the HEB or whatever for $1 a gallon. So that's a blown head gasket.
Wow. And you can also see blown head gaskets quite frequently on the NHRA tour, especially with nitromethane going in there and cylinder pressures of 65 to 1, and boom, there it is.
Oh, what a mess.
Yeah.
That's why they put diapers on them.
Yes, that's correct. Toyota Motor Company and Mazda Motor Company's joint venture factory in Alabama plans to hire 1,700 additional employees as it ramps up production. This is from a Thursday story. JV, it's called joint venture, expects to produce 150,000 future Mazda and 150,000 Toyota crossovers annually. Last year, Toyota and Mazda increased their investment in the JV by $830 million to $2.3 billion.
Wow.
And there's something about that part of the country that's drawing a lot of the automotive industry, because Ford has announced 4 new factories in Kentucky and Tennessee that'll hire 11,000 people, and that is going to be a $5 billion investment.
We'll be right back. Oh.
Each one has.
Now
we all know about aftermarket and online parts stores, and each one has something to offer, but they don't offer original factory parts. That's where Bayway comes in. For original factory parts, visit the Bayway stores first. Give them a call or stop by. Bayway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Bayway Chevy, and Bayway Lincoln carry a complete line of parts for the do-it-yourselfer. Keeping your new or classic original means a lot, and you can count on these fully stocked parts departments to help keep it that way. Bayway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Bayway Chevy, and Bayway Lincoln, keeping it original. Tailpipes and Tacos, Houston's premier monthly car cruise-in, returns Saturday morning, October 16th to the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy. Tailpipes and Tacos is free and you're invited. Collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods will all be on display. Lupi founder, car collector, and drag racer Stan Holt brings you the coolest Saturday morning cruise-in, Tailpipes and Tacos. Car show season's just around the corner, and time to stretch your car's legs in a fun family event. There'll be plenty of fabulous, fresh, made-to-order Lupi Tortilla tacos, hot coffee, and adult beverages, too. This is Houston's coolest cruise-in, Tailpipes and Tacos at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10, and on the Southwest Freeway in Kirby inside the Loop. Get your ride ready, and we'll see you at the Tailpipes and Tacos Saturday morning cruise-in, October 16th, 8 to 11 a.m. The In-Wheel Time Car Show will be there, too. We'll see you then, weather permitting. Gulf Coast Auto Shield has moved to a more convenient location. Now you can visit John Gray and his staff of dedicated professionals at their new shop on the South Sam Houston Parkway between Belford and Airport in Southwest Houston. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is the best at paint correction and ceramic coatings. Clear bras and custom wraps are specialties that only Gulf Coast Auto Shield installs with award-winning accuracy, and all their services come with a warranty. Lamborghini, Aston Martin, Porsche, and Ferrari owners depend on Gulf Coast Auto Shield for their specialty services, and you should too. The In-Wheel Time Corvette and Cutlass have both been massaged by Gulf Coast Auto Shield, so isn't it time your vehicle visit their new shop in Southwest Houston? Call John Gray today at 832-930-5655 or visit online at gcautoshield.com. That's gcautoshield.com. Paint, coatings, wraps, and more at gcautoshield.com.
Well, you know what that sound means. That's a wrap for another episode of the In-Wheel Time Car Show. When you're on the Facebook page, give us a like, tell your friends about us, and share our junk if you'd be so kind. We'd appreciate it. You'll get Konrad's unicorn hunting features along with all things automotive, some fun stuff, and upcoming events all week long. The In-Wheel Time Car Show streams live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and on InWheelTime.com every Saturday, 8 to 11 Central. Podcasts available from your favorite podcast outlet 7 days a week. Special thanks to all of our guests today. The In-Wheel Time Chief Engineer is David Ainsley. Our Marketing Manager and Video Technical Director is We Need More Jeff Zekin.
We do.
For Booking Agent and Podcast Man Mike Out of This World Mars is Royalty King Konrad DeLong. I'm Don Armstrong. Today's show was produced by Hottie Toddy Molly and her gang of cleaning ladies.
Awesome.
Be sure and join us again next week when we'll return to Studio A in Texas, USA. Have a great week and weekend. Stay safe and cool like you know you are.
Dingo, right on the money. I'm glad I spent that couple of extra seconds there online because it made.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.